Hello, Rick here video. Today we're going to take a look at a very nice team here with Bewear. Also, it's a no legendary team as well, which I didn't really realize while building this team, but still kind of nice to say as well. I actually went 10-1 with this team, which is kind of crazy. The thing is, actually I went worse, but all other losses that I had were because my game was crashing, so I don't really want to count them. So yeah, game crashing is still a thing. I think now it's like the new update is out. I don't know if it helps. I haven't downloaded it yet, but hopefully it helps. We're going to see here Mewtwo coming in. My favorite thing about Mewtwo is I can always catch some shadow balls on my Snorlax. This happened at least like 3 times or something when I played my battles, which was amazing, as we're going to be able to farm them all the way down now. Snorlax is actually hidden MVP here, but also Bewear was a lot of fun to play. Bewear is a little bit too squishy in my opinion, but had some very good games as well with it. We will be able to go for some superpowers against Dialga, which is like the main reason why the Snorlax is so cool. We will be able to get some nice damage on them here right now, and we would be even able to get to another move here. I can actually farm them down, go into my Metagross, kill for another move here, and we're just playing with the opponent at this point of time as they're going to like surrender here anyway. We didn't even show them my Bewear in the back. Good game there. Next opponent, Yveltal in the lead. This is not ideal. Yveltal kinda is a hard answer for everything on my team, I think. But I will be able to get them pretty low, which is nice. The fast move of mine will do some nice damage. I will be able to go for 1 Meteor Mesh as well. And I might be able to catch the Dark Pulse on my Snorlax now as well. And I will be able to. Catching moves on Snorlax is one of the most important things for this team, as Snorlax is just insanely bulky. Like, this boy can tank so many hits. It was a lot of fun to play Snorlax here, also with the hat on. If you don't have a XL Snorlax, I definitely can understand this. Why I have one is actually because it has a hat on here. I was at the Go Fest in Berlin and they were spawning there a ton of times, which was pretty nice to get the XL candy for that. I grinded the Snorlax mainly for that event and tried to get as many XL candy as I can, so I have this available now, but also a lot of people else have this Pokemon already. We see the opponent coming into an Yveltal. We will be able to hit them with 1 superpower. They're going to swap out here. We're going to see the XL coming in, which I will not like this Earthquake coming at them. They're still going to have to throw their Yveltal, which will allow me to get to my superpower no matter what, because they cannot store on a Focus Blast or 1 Hurricane and a Dark Pulse. As we can now go into the Bewear, go for 1 superpower here, and the superpower will knock out the opponent's Yveltal. Good game there. Next opponent, we will see the Metagross against Giratina. This is the matchup that we don't want to face, but we have 2 perfect answers in the back for that. We're going to have the Snorlax here, which is going to swap into this MEweedle, which I thought this matchup would be a little bit better for me, to be fair, but my opponent makes a great play here. They're just going to go the Rock Slide. They're not going to go any other move. They're just going to go for the Rock Slide, which really kind of caught me off guard. I thought they would go more for the superpower because, of course, it's super effective. But we actually see the shield coming up from the opponent, which is smart. I thought this would be a superpower or something, but like, nope. They're just going to go for Rock Slide, and they're going to go for another Rock Slide. And this is not really ideal here. I think I make another mistake, to be fair. I will be able to go for another move here, and this will not knock out the opponent, as they can go for another move here, but I have to kind of shield this, but I don't shield this, which I kind of regret afterwards now, because I could realign depending on what they have in the back, which is most likely something I have a chance or answer against. Just the Dialga here, actually. I most likely had a better chance. Like, if I just went ahead, and yeah, I think if I went ahead and went for the switch advantage here, most likely would have been able to win this game, but like this, I am going to not align my Pokemon correctly. And it's going to hurt me a little bit here, because I will not be able to actually do anything here anymore. I can go for 1 more payback against the opponent's Giratina, but now I'm already so weakened that I have no chance really. I'm gonna go for 1 superpower here, which tries to get the shield from them. It doesn't work. I can go for another move here, which doesn't help me either, as I will get the shield from the opponent. We don't have a shield anymore left, and they can just knock me out here. But I think this is the only loss I think that I got with this team that actually was a loss and not like a game crash. I think I could have actually won this as well if I played better. So, like, kind of speaks for the team. I got hard walls as well, but I think I could have been able to win this still. Next opponent, we see a Mewtwo in the lead. You know what I like about Mewtwo? I can catch some Shadow Balls. Let's see if we can catch another one here. We at least catch a move, and there's going to be another Shadow Ball. Thanks. Very nice. Waste your energy, please. I have a move start now on my Metagross, and I can also still win this matchup without even investing a shield here, because my Snorlax is a very good boy. Look at him. He is happy. He can go for one Body Slam, and we will be able to... We would have been able to most likely farm down there. But we see a Dialga coming in, which definitely does not appreciate my superpower here. This one will nearly knock them out. I mean, gets them to around half of its health. I will be able to go for one Meteor Mash, which should hopefully knock them out. But they actually still survive and still get to move. I don't think I should shield this. I think that's an Iron Head. No, it's a Draco Meteor. Never mind. Then it was a pretty decent shield. We see the Mewtwo coming in, and I think this is not a Shadow Ball, but I could be wrong, so I'm going to shield. And it was a Shadow Ball, so I was wrong. And we will see the final Pokemon, which is going to be a Metal. And this is fine for me, because I have a fighter in the back. They have 2 shields. I don't really care about it. They still have to go for superpower here. And I can just stay in here. Like, they have to go for the superpower. Like, there's no other option for them to go for any other move, because Rock Slide is resisted. So what I'm just going to be able to do here, I'm just going to be able to stay in here. They have to go for superpower. They do not go for superpower. I don't know what they try to do here, but it clearly does not work out for them, because this will not knock me out yet. I can go for an Earthquake, and I can knock them out. They didn't even see my Bewear again. That's kind of sad, to be fair, but yeah. It's fine. And next opponent here, we're going to see the Mamoswine in the lead. This is definitely a lead which I kind of like to see, but we see Garchomp coming in where we don't really have a clear answer yet, as we will be able to go for one Meteor Mash now, gonna get them lowish, and we will see here that the opponent gonna go for an Earth Power, which we can tank, and we can actually just tank in general. I can just go ahead and just farm them all the way down, I think. They're gonna go for another charge move here. Outrage coming through, doesn't really matter. I can go ahead and farm them, but I'm going to still throw one here. But we will be able to go ahead and knock them out there. I can go for one Body Slam there. And I will be able to go for the... I actually get the shield here, which is nice. I can still go into my Metagross. My Metagross will be able to... go ahead and have a pretty decent time here just with the fast move alone. Like, you already get them low, and I don't really want to align it against my Bewear yet, because Bewear still a superpower, of course. I would be able to knock out the opponent, but it's a little bit tricky. We see the Meteor Mash coming through. We can just go ahead and farm them all the way down, I think, at this point of time. They're gonna go for the Bulldoze. Fine for me, I can farm them. And we see a Togekiss coming in. This is kind of funny there, but yeah, I will be able to just farm all the way down, and then we will be able to just go into the next game. And we see the opponent having the Giratina now. We actually have a better Sky now as well, Skyline here, with the new event coming in. We will be able to go ahead and go for some superpowers against the incoming Dialga. This is amazing for us. This is not a best answer for Snorlax at all. I will be able to go for the superpower, I will be able to go for another one, and I will be able to force a shield, which is amazing, because... actually, they're not shielding, and they're not even throwing, and now we can align our Pokemon, and they have a Florges, and Florges is gonna get hardwalled by the Metagross, and we have the best answer, the best trap for Giratina in my backline there with the Bewear, which is even better. I think at this point of time I stopped paying attention to the game as well, which is hilarious. I think there's a shield coming up later on, which doesn't make any sense at all, but I'm not sure if this is actually this game, but I think at this point it's just autopilot, because I know what's going to happen anyway. And we will be able to go ahead and see the Giratina coming in. And I'm going to let this move go through, going to be the Shadow Ball, very nice catch by me. I think I shield the next one for whatever reason. Maybe it could have been a Dragon Pulse or whatever, but I think it was the next one. We will be able to go for one, a payback here, gonna get shielded. It doesn't matter at all, they cannot do damage. Yeah, exactly, I just randomly shield here because I didn't look at my screen, just pressed something, which is hilarious. Because it's now at this point of time just tapping down the opponent there. We will be able to go for some Shadow Claw damage, which, like, they don't do any damage against me, which is kind of funny. But... yeah, we will be able to go ahead and now go for one superpower as well, trying to get the final shield or knocking them out, as we will be able to now win this game as well, because they don't even shield here. And we will see the next opponent having a Giratina again in the lead. This is not amazing for us, but we can swap out immediately into our Snorlax. We see the Zacian coming in, which is actually a pretty okay-ish matchup still for me. If they throw first, it would be nice, but they don't throw first, which is still okay, because we can get some like energy here. And as well as we have now 2 Body Slams stored, we will be able to get 2 shields. We can survive 1 close combat, but they're actually gonna go for Play Rough, which is not ideal, but this will be a close combat, which is even better for me. And now they can decide, do they want to shield, do they want to let this move go through and give me the alignment that I want? And they want to give me the alignment, which I definitely take, especially because they don't go back into their Giratina here. They're going to go ahead and go into Dialga. We have superpower. Like, I don't know what they expect here, but the superpower will have great fun with the Dialga. We're going to get the shield here. They're going to swap out into the Giratina. Looks like such a good catch here, but actually, we just still have our Bewear in the back, and Bewear is a perfect trap for the Giratina. And this is so hilarious. Like, so many people run Giratina now because it was recently in raids, and you see how good Bewear is just because of the recent raids from the Halloween event there. We're at Giratina again. It's so funny. Payback just going to knock that thing straight out. We see Dialga coming back in here. We still have our Metagross to resist everything other than Thunder, but we will be able to go for one more superpower here to try to knock out the opponent. As we can just go into our Metagross, and no, there is nothing they can do. I'm going to shield here just in case it's Draco, but even Draco wouldn't knock me out. They go for Iron Head. I think I just farm him down. Yeah, I just farm him down. And this is going to be a good game here with actually, I think, a lead loss and 3 Pokemon slow on my side, which is hilarious. Neutral lead here against Dialga looks like a very decent lead, but it is only kind of neutral because they do more damage with their fast move, and they're kind of adding up. I think I don't have my best buddy ribbon equipped here, by the way, on my Metagross, which might have been a mistake, but so be it. We were able to shield up the opponent's Draco Meteor, which is amazing as they kind of are forced to swap out now, and they catch perfectly on the Mewtwo. This is of course kind of annoying here because this Earthquake doesn't do as much damage as I could have done, but you know what is also kind of nice? We can also catch on the opponent's Pokemon here, the Mewtwo coming in with a Side Strike. Sadly, it's a Side Strike. Why is it not the Shadow Ball? It would have been so funny if it was the Shadow Ball, but I will be able to now farm them all the way down. And I can go ahead and go for one superpower still against this Dialga, which is going to put them into farm down range for whatever Pokemon I want to go into. I'm going to go into my Bewear. I can shield this move up, but I think it's just an Iron Head, so I should be fine. It's just an Iron Head. And we see the opponent coming into the Zacian, which is horrible for me. There's not a lot that I can do here at this point of time, sadly. I can go for one superpower. Gonna get them actually... Gonna get more damage on them than I thought, to be fair. And I can go into my Metagross here, gonna go for one Meteor Mash. Will be able to do some damage with my fast moves. I can let this move go through, and I will be able to now go for another superpower. And as they're debuffed here, sure, went straight for the superpower, to be fair, I will still be able to knock them all the way out here. Like, there's nothing that they can do about it. This will knock them out as they're double debuffed, and I will be able to farm down the Dialga in time as well. I could have even thrown the charge move there, but I'm just farming them all the way down. Next opponent, we see the Sylveon against us. Very good lead force, finally a positive lead force, and we maybe shouldn't have swapped out immediately here, but against Bewear, like Bewear against Melmetal, it's something where you really kind of want to get rid of your Bewear at this point of time, because you still have a hard answer for Giratina if they have one in the bag, and you don't want to have the Bewear aligned against the Charmer. Very smart play by the opponent to shield up the move there from me, as it would have most likely knocked them out, but now I'm debuffed, and now this one actually doesn't knock out the opponent, which is something that I didn't expect, and it kind of hurts me a lot here. Because I will be able to go for another charge move here, but I have to go so low already, and I might be able to realign, which is even worse for me. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to let this move go through, which is amazing, at least, right? Because I can go into my Metagross, but what is not amazing is the opponent's Hydreigon in the back. This can be an issue just because we have, we're going to have here the Hydreigon there against us now, but it has Brutal Swing, of course, which is a C-Day move, which is going to hurt my Metagross quite a bit, but of course, as we can still go into our Snorlax, we will be able to take those moves, and we can go ahead and go for one superpower. The superpower will nearly knock them out, put them low enough that I can farm them down, or even go for one more Body Slam here as well, which is even better, as I will be able to go ahead and go for some Sylveon action here, as we can just go for one Meteor Mash and knock that thing out. Good game to my opponent here. Of course, this was a little bit better for me to play as I won the lead, but still was kind of a tricky one, especially with the Hydreigon at the end there. We see the final opponent for this video. We see an Excadrill on the lead. A horrible lead for us. We swap out immediately into our Snorlax, as we're going to get greeted by one Droron here. A Sylveon we can take. The Sylveon does around 30% of my health. As we see a Metagross coming in, which is not ideal, but also not the worst. We will be able to go for one charge move here. Superpowers coming through. Gonna get the shield, which is amazing actually for me. I really like to get a shield here. And I can go for another superpower, which is going to get them low. They still have to throw against me, and they're going to throw against me. And we hopefully will be able to do some stuff with our Bewear now. We can just try to farm them all the way down. Hopefully they don't get to another charge move here. Otherwise I'm kind of screwed, to be fair, as I will be able to go ahead and farm them all the way down. And we see what's coming in now. And what is coming in? It's coming in the Mewtwo. And they're going to catch perfectly onto the Excadrill, which is really annoying, because now we actually still might lose this game here. Did I actually go 10-2 or like 9-2? I don't know. We see the Mewtwo coming in here now. Do they have Shadow Ball? I have no idea. Let's see. We're going to let this move go through here, because even a Shadow Ball doesn't knock us out. They have Shadow Ball though. Can they farm me down now? Can we still win this game? It's going to be a very close one. We see the Meteor Mesh coming through. We're going to get the shield at least. Do we shield this up? Do they still have a move stored? I'm going to let this move go through. I'm just going to believe in the Bewear. Let's see if we can go for one superpower here in time. We can shield up the next charge move from the opponent. It's going to be the Side Strike, and we can reach the superpower in time, which will knock out the opponent's Mewtwo. And this is going to be it for this video. Bewear was a ton of fun to play, and I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like, and I see you in the next video. Bye.